Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me on this channel. I want to say thanks for the support, and of course we are reaching numbers, and please continue to subscribe, because when you do that and you watch the content, it also helps others. And the mission is about sharing information. Now I want to talk about a little theory that I've learned over a period of time as it relates to people coping. There was this man they called Maslow. He wrote about the hierarchy of needs. And what we're seeing happening in Jamaica is practically connected to it. Education, medicine, and various people can use something out of this framework or theory. Now, Maslow stipulated that there are 5 elements that individuals need to understand and navigate their space. First, he mentioned the physiological needs. He talks about an individual needing basic food, shelter, and of course, that was fundamental. For example, the current crisis in Jamaica, we have many people who are practically hungry, unable to, of course, navigate the space themselves for food. So we have a crisis. So if we don't address that crisis, we have a problem emerging. So the imminent threat is hunger. Remember, the hurricane has savaged ground provisions. So we have to be reminded that these are basic fundamental needs for survival. And when we don't address these needs, or people's needs are not addressed at this stage, then you have a problem as it relates to safety and security. Because, we need that protection. And if people are not getting their basic needs met, some individuals who are unscrupulous in character or just for survival will, of course, start looting. So the issue is safety and protection at this time. Safety as it relates to the crisis, as it relates to diseases that might step in because we do not have the proper shelter and clothing that's necessary for protection of self. And we move to another aspect too, because during this time, you have individuals going through a lot. They have lost their homes, and it seems like everything is against them. And as a result, they move towards not having the affection necessary. So we want individuals to understand that we care for them. We want to help them. So therefore we focus on letting them understand that we love them and we want them to have a sense of belonging. We're going to care for them in this time of problems because many individuals have lost everything. The next step, you have to show that you care, and that's what the individuals were showing. Love and understanding. And the next step is understanding the human nature of respect. Because in this current crisis, we have a lot of videographers. We have people who want to show and tell. And they want to tell because they want to document that they are giving to a cause and the cause is important. And they want to tell people, yes, I have done this. But there might be other ways. I do plan to give a lot of things away based on the support I've gotten from this channel in this month of October. I will not put someone's face in my video just to say I want evidence of sharing. So therefore, I will have evidence of paperwork and I'll have evidence of the project, but I will not put someone in there. But just remember, these individuals are going through a lot. Some will realize their houses went underwater, turned over, and that was caught on video. And as a result of that, they are traumatized. So as a result, we have to be very careful that we don't dehumanize individuals further from their ordeal. And that's fundamental in supporting that. In order for them to build up their self-esteem, we have to get counselors in. That's going to be another aspect. Allowing them to understand their self-worth and to rise again. Rise Jamaica, rise. That's what we need to do, and understand at this point we have to build them up, because when you're torn apart, when you've lost everything, when there's no hope, when your house that you thought was your pension has gone downhill and capsized and you have nothing else to go by, it is sad. When you look to the sky and you see the moon, the sun, the stars, you have no shelter. That's the point you have to understand, and they need to rebuild what they have. Many of them will be traumatized for years to come. And let's not forget the vulnerable, the children, the adults, and those with special needs who need to be guided accordingly to rebuild. This is not just a one way in and out, to take your pictures in and out. It's a rebuilding process. It's a renewal process. It's a process where government will have to look at the building codes and all these aspects that could create problems and rebuild a renewed Jamaica. And the final step is allowing them to move towards a zone that they are able to care for themselves. And I align this with Maslow's area of self-actualization. The point that they can rebuild, they can move into a home that is theirs, and they know that there's going to be another progression in life. And finally, allow them to reach a point that they can actualize and go back to a point that they were at before. It's not over, but we shall rise again. Let's not forget, Jamaica is stronger together than divided. And for those people who think they can do things to rip off these people who are vulnerable, remember, life has a way of catching back with you. Don't sow what you don't want to reap. And that's my final thought. Thanks, and remember to subscribe. I'd love to hear from you.